Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into something that's blowing up right now, AI automation agencies. You ever feel like there's just not enough time in the day, like you're drowning in to-dos? What if AI could handle those tedious tasks? That's where these agencies step in. They're like efficiency superheroes with algorithms at their fingertips.
It's true, the potential is massive. We're talking about a future where businesses can really streamline, boost productivity and free up their teams for the work that really matters.
Okay, so for those of us just catching up, what exactly do these AI automation agencies do? It sounds pretty futuristic.
Think of them as consultants, but instead of just giving advice, they bring in the AI cavalry, analyzing how a business works, finding those areas that are ripe for automation, and then boom, recommending and even implementing these AI-powered solutions tailored to the client.
So they're like the architects of efficiency, using AI to build these custom solutions.
Fascinating. And one thing that really caught my eye is this no-code thing that some agencies are pushing, like our friends at VoiceFlow. It seems like you don't need to be a tech wizard anymore to actually use this stuff.
You're absolutely right. That's a key point. Those barriers to entry are lowering, making AI automation accessible to so many more businesses. Platforms like VoiceFlow, for example, they let you build things like chatbots, even entire AI solutions, without writing a single line of code.
That's a game changer, especially for those who might not come from a tech background, but have a knack for seeing where AI could really shake things up. And speaking of shaking things up, this Medium article we have outlines some awesome AI automation ideas, even for beginners. Imagine personalized cold outreach.
Oh, interesting.
Not just generic emails, but systems that scrape data from LinkedIn to create hyper-targeted messages at scale.
Right, that's a prime example of how AI can take something like cold outreach, traditionally time-consuming, often ineffective, and turn it into a precise, powerful tool. Talk about working smarter, not harder. And that's just the start. There are staff training chatbots. They handle those repetitive questions new hires always have, freeing up HR and managers. And get this, voice, customized plan generators.
Now, those are intriguing. Can you tell us more about those?
Absolutely. So picture this. You're running a fitness studio. Instead of making workout and meal plans for each client manually, you have an AI generate personalized plans using old examples and the client's goals, like a virtual assistant who's also a fitness guru.
It's fascinating how AI can handle these repetitive tasks that bog down businesses, especially in areas like fitness, nutrition, even finance, and it's detail-oriented too.
And don't forget those AI-powered onboarding assistants. New customer, no more clunky onboarding. These assistants guide them seamlessly through the process. Oh, and I love this one, Airbnb guest support chats. Hosts can finally say goodbye to answering the same FAQs over and over, like having a 247 digital concierge.
It's incredible how much time and how many resources businesses can save with these AI integrations.
It all comes back to efficiency. But it's not just about speed, it's about being smarter. So we've seen what AI automation agencies do, but I'm curious about the how. How does it all actually work? It feels like magic sometimes.
Well, it's not magic, though it can feel that way. Automation boils down to creating workflows, a series of steps that happen automatically when something triggers them.
Like a recipe for AI. You've got your ingredients, which are the inputs, right?
Perfect analogy. The inputs are the data the automation uses. Could be customer info, product details, whatever's relevant to the task. And then there are triggers, the events that set everything in motion. Imagine setting an alarm clock. The alarm is the trigger, the time you set it for is the input.
Okay, got it. The trigger sets things off, the inputs provide the information, and then boom, magic.
Hold on, not quite magic. That's where the logic comes in. These are the instructions, the rules that determine how the automation works, the if this, then that part of it all.
So for example, if a customer abandons their cart, then send a reminder email.
Exactly. All of this leads to the output, the desired outcome. Sending that email, generating a report, whatever the goal might be.
So sticking with our recipe analogy, the logic is the actual recipe, and the output is the amazing dish we end up with.
You got it. You're a natural at this.
Well, I do love a good analogy. Helps make sense of complex things like AI. But here's another question. What makes this different from, say, just setting up a regular email autoresponder? Those use triggers and actions too, right? Where does the intelligence really come in?
That's the key question. It gets to the heart of AI's power. Traditional automation, you're limited to pre-programmed rules.
Yep.
If X, then Y. AI adds a layer of, well, cognitive ability. Instead of just rigid instructions, AI can analyze data, learn from it, make decisions based on that analysis.
So it's not just automating tasks, it's automating thinking, in a sense. That's where it gets mind-blowing.
Exactly. And that opens up a world of possibilities. Imagine a chatbot that can understand the meaning behind what a customer is saying, not just keywords, and offer solutions tailored to them.
Wow, that changes everything.
Or an AI-powered marketing campaign that analyzes real-time data and tweaks its targeting on the fly for maximum impact. It's like having an army of super efficient, always-on employees.
That's incredible. It sounds like the possibilities really are endless.
They really are. It's an exciting time to be in business, that's for sure.
No kidding. Speaking of business, let's dig a little deeper into these agencies. It's not all just about automation, though, right? There's a whole world of AI services out there. Are there different specialties within AI agencies?
You're spot on. AI has come a long way, and as it's evolved, agencies have popped up that specialize in harnessing its unique powers. This VoiceFlow article highlights a few distinct types.
Okay, I'm ready. Lay it on me.
All right, first up, AI marketing agencies. These aren't your typical digital marketing firms. We're not just talking automating ad campaigns here. These agencies use AI to deep dive into data, find those emerging trends, and constantly refine marketing strategies for maximum impact.
Makes sense. There's so much data these days, overwhelming for anyone to handle alone. Like finding a needle in a haystack. AI can take that data and turn it into actionable insights.
Exactly. Now, onto the masterminds AI development agencies. They're the ones creating those bespoke chatbots, those virtual assistants, all those incredible AI tools transforming how businesses work from the inside out.
Like the Willy Wonkas of the AI world.
Yeah.
Cooking up these incredible custom solutions that could do just about anything.
I love that analogy. They're the architects, the builders, for sure.
And we can't forget about AI sales agencies. Sales is another area ripe for AI disruption. Streamlining everything, generating leads, doing outreach, even setting appointments, all powered by AI. It's a sales team that never sleeps, never misses a beat.
It is remarkable. And this is key, as VoiceFlow points out. Specialization is crucial.
Oh, so it's not enough to just say, we do AI.
Exactly. Just like any other business, you've got to find your niche within the AI world. That's how you build deep expertise and attract the right clients who need those specific solutions.
Become the go-to expert. Own your lane in the AI world. It makes sense, but it all still feels pretty daunting. How do you even start building one of these agencies? Where do you even begin? It seems like you'd need a computer science degree and a whole team of engineers just to get off the ground.
It can feel overwhelming, definitely, especially in a field as complex as AI. But thankfully, it doesn't have to be an impossible feat. VoiceFlow, they actually offer a step-by-step guide that breaks the process down. Anyone, regardless of their tech skills, can get their head around it. And the first step, defining your niche.
Makes sense. Figure out what your specialty is, your area of expertise within this AI landscape.
Exactly. Think about who your ideal client is. What kind of AI solutions are you passionate about? Answering these questions is how you craft a focused, successful strategy.
Find that sweet spot where your passion and your skills meet a real need in the market.
You got it. And once you've got that niche nailed down, the next step is to truly understand your client's needs. Become a bit of a detective.
Intriguing. What kind of detective work are we talking about?
You've got to dig deep and uncover their pain points. What are their biggest challenges, the things that keep them up at night? Once you understand those hurdles, then you can start creating AI solutions that actually address those needs directly.
So you're not just selling them some generic AI solution. It's about being a trusted advisor, really understanding their business, like you said before, an architect of efficiency, designing a solution that fits perfectly.
Exactly. It's a very client-centric approach.
And of course, you need the right tools for the job. What about the tech side of things? What are these agencies using to actually build these AI solutions?
That's where choosing the right AI products and platforms is crucial. And the great news is there are more user-friendly options than ever, like VoiceFlow, which we've mentioned. You don't have to be a coding genius anymore.
That's a huge relief because honestly, coding isn't exactly my forte. But let's say you've got your niche, you've got your AI toolkit set up. How do you actually find clients who are ready to embrace this whole AI thing? Is it difficult to convince businesses to jump on board?
It's a valid concern. Marketing is key here. You have to position yourself as the expert in your niche, showcasing the value you bring. Make it clear to clients why AI isn't some far-off concept, but a vital investment for success.
So we're talking content marketing, networking, maybe speaking at events to spread the word.
Absolutely. It's all about building relationships, trust, and demonstrating your deep understanding of AI and how it solves those real-world problems that keep your ideal clients up at night.
Right, you've got to walk the walk and talk the talk. But even with all that down, the marketing, the tech, the expertise, there's one thing about tech that's inevitable: you constantly have to adapt. I imagine that's even more true in the AI world.
You're telling me. This field moves so fast. What's cutting edge today might be obsolete tomorrow.
So how do you stay ahead in such a fast-paced world?
Never stop learning. That's key. You can't just coast in this field. You have to embrace lifelong learning, be hungry for knowledge about the newest AI advancements, the trends, and be ready to adjust your services accordingly.
It's not a set-it-and-forget-it type of industry. Got to be agile, adaptable, always thinking ahead.
Precisely. A truly successful AI automation agency isn't just selling a service. It's selling its expertise, its innovation, its commitment to staying on the bleeding edge.
That makes sense. And speaking of bleeding edge, let's address the elephant in the room when it comes to new tech: cost. This all sounds amazing, but I imagine building and running one of these agencies takes a pretty penny. Am I right?
You're right to be mindful of the costs, both in terms of getting the skills and tools you need and marketing yourself.
So what are we talking about, ballpark figures?
Well, the VoiceFlow article gave some real-world examples. Agencies like Waking Digital, their automation services start at $749. Platforms like ServiceNow, their plans start around $100 per user per month. But keep in mind, those are starting points. Costs vary wildly depending on what you're building and the level of service involved.
Okay, so not exactly spare change.
Not quite, but it's an investment. And like with any investment, the potential for returns is there, especially for businesses that are serious about scaling and streamlining their operations.
So not chump change, but the ROI could be substantial, especially long-term, with the efficiency, the productivity, the increased profitability. A worthy investment for businesses who want to stay ahead of the curve in the age of AI.
Exactly. And we haven't even touched on the impact on employee satisfaction, better customer experiences, even a greater sense of purpose in your work. AI has the potential to be a real force for good.
That's a great point. It's not just about the bottom line. It's about creating a better future for everyone. And speaking of a better future, there's one more thing before we move on. I saw this fascinating article on LinkedIn, and it got me thinking about faith and AI.
Now that's an interesting intersection. Tell me more.
It focuses on Christian entrepreneurship and how it fits into this whole AI movement. Really got me thinking about how people of faith approach this technology.
It makes sense that they'd be drawn to AI, especially its ability to enhance efficiency, productivity, our capacity to serve others.
That's exactly it. The article talked about how many Christian entrepreneurs are driven by weaving their faith into their work, using business for good. AI isn't just about profit, but about living out their values, making a difference, aligning this powerful tech with their faith. And it's resonating with a lot of people.
It's powerful, the idea that technology and spirituality aren't at odds. They can complement each other in amazing ways.
Absolutely. And the article had some compelling examples. Using AI for efficient stewardship of time and resources, which aligns with biblical teachings.
Making the most of what we've been given. It's a core principle in many faiths.
Right. Leveraging AI to maximize our impact, be better stewards, and ultimately serve others more effectively. And it goes beyond just internal stuff. The article also touched on something really inspiring.
Oh, what's that?
Revolutionizing customer care, but through a lens of compassion and service. These entrepreneurs are using AI to build stronger, more genuine, more compassionate relationships with their customers.
It's beautiful seeing people, not transactions, using AI to go above and beyond.
Exactly. It's about putting those values into practice. And AI can be a powerful tool for that.
It's amazing how tech, even something as potentially disruptive as AI, can be used to amplify our values, make a real difference.
It's truly inspiring, and just one example of how AI is weaving its way into everything, our lives, businesses, even our faith. It's a brave new world out there, and it's exciting to see AI shaping it, one algorithm, one innovation, one human-centered solution at a time.
I couldn't agree more. What a time to be alive, to see this technological revolution unfold before our very eyes.
No kidding. But for now, let's hit pause and take a quick break. We'll be right back to delve deeper into actually starting and running a successful AI automation agency. Stay tuned.